I'm pleased to be here today to discuss the future of the United States Postal Service. GAO has been making the case for more than 15 years that USPS's finances are a high-risk issue in need of substantial transformation. Rising costs and declining mail volumes have made USPS's existing business model unsustainable. As a result, it has accumulated billions of dollars in net losses as its debt and unfunded liabilities have continued to grow. We are now at a critical moment, with the Postmaster General stating that USPS could run out of cash as early as next year. Urgent action is needed to get ahead of any near-term cash crisis while also putting USPS on a sustainable long-term path. Without action, there could be substantial consequences for American households and businesses that rely on USPS's services. In short, it's time for Congress to fix USPS's outdated business model. This will require making difficult choices with significant trade-offs. There are no easy solutions. However, it is better to make those choices now rather than wait until crisis hits. To be clear, USPS and Congress have taken significant actions in the past 5 years. USPS has implemented a wide-ranging 10-year plan with the aim of fixing its finances, and Congress has passed major postal legislation to provide financial relief. However, those actions have not been enough. While USPS has been able to increase its revenue and cut some costs, its overall expenses have grown at a faster rate, while its service performance has declined. This pattern is not sustainable. There is a fundamental tension between the level of services that Congress expects USPS to provide and the revenue that USPS can reasonably be expected to generate. Something has to change. For its part, USPS needs to take additional actions within its own authority to try and improve its financial situation. This includes considering changes to its current 10-year plan and identifying ways to increase its revenues while tackling cost growth. As it does so, USPS should develop long-term financial projections that will help communicate its outlook and progress to Congress and identify actions to help put it on a financially viable path. That said, it is highly unlikely that USPS will be able to fix its poor financial condition on its own. Congress will need to act. Indeed, Congress may need to provide some short-time financial relief to help USPS avoid running out of cash. At the same time, it's essential that Congress also address the long-term issues with USPS's business model. If those underlying issues aren't addressed now, USPS will likely continue to struggle financially, and its service performance may decline further. Indeed, within 5 years, USPS will be responsible for an additional $6 billion a year in retiree health care costs, on top of other expenses that are likely to continue to grow. To fix USPS's business model for the long term, Congress will need to decide on the level of postal service the nation requires and determine a balanced approach to funding those services. In conclusion, USPS has been struggling financially for years and is now approaching a crisis point. It is imperative that USPS and Congress act with urgency to both address the near-term cash crisis as well as fix USPS's business model for the long term. There are difficult choices ahead, but those choices need to be made now to put USPS on a sustainable financial path. A financially viable USPS will best be able to provide high-quality service to the American people. Mr. Chairman, that concludes my opening statement. I'll be happy to answer any questions.